Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to my channel. In today's session, I'm going to talk about active passive. I hope you must have watched my previous videos on active passive. Please understand that voice and active passive both are same. When I talk about previous videos, why I'm talking about previous videos, the reason being is that I've already recorded session 1 on active passive and session 2 on active passive. If I give you a brief idea about session 1, I covered three tenses into that video. I discussed present indefinite where you are given either first form or first form plus SCES and you are converting it into is MR plus third form. And second tense I discussed with you in video 1 in session 1 was on past indefinite. In past indefinite you will be given second form and you convert it into was or were plus third form depending on the subject. Was is for a singular subject and were is for a plural subject. Third tense that I discussed in my session 1 was future indefinite where you are given will or shall plus first form. In the answer you convert them into either will be or shall be plus third form. So this way I discussed with you three tenses in session 1. In session 2, which was my second video, session 2 video on active passive that I've already uploaded on YouTube channel, I covered three tenses there. Present continuous where you are given first form plus is MR plus ing and you are converting is MR remains is MR depending on the subject because your object if it is singular, let us say I am taking tea. Tea is a singular, so accordingly I am supposed to use is. So is MR gives you an idea that you will be using either is or am or are depending on the subject. So that means you will be using is MR plus ing will be converted into being plus third form. In case of past continuous, you will be given was or were plus first form plus ing. Then in answer, you will be writing either was or were depending on the subject plus being plus third form. And the third tense I discussed with you in second session was future continuous where you will be given will be plus first form plus will be or shall be plus first form plus ing. I discussed with you in that video that when you have to write will be or shall be plus being because ing is to be converted into being plus third form. But there is no sentence where you can use be or being in the same sentence. So I will say that future continuous is not applicable in active passive. So you cannot make the sentences because you will not find such answers grammatically correct. That's a reason. So I hope you understood what I discussed in my previous sessions. This is session number 3. So this is the third session on active passive. So let us start the discussion. In today's session, I will be covering three tenses once again. Please note down. First rule that we have to discuss is present perfect. As and when I talk about present perfect, that means the process has already over and it is still giving a reference of present. In question, you will be given either has or have plus third form. You will be given either has or have plus third form. Now the question is, how will you be answering such words into an answer? You will be using either has been or have been. You will be using either has been or have been plus third form. So that means just because you are given third form in the question, that is the reason you are using been in the answer. So if you are given has or have plus third form in the question, then it becomes mandatory for you to use either has been or have been plus third form. So that means you are already been given third form. You need not think about a verb there in the answer because you are picking the same verb. Now I will be giving you three sentences. One sentence will be a positive sentence or I can say an affirmative sentence. Second sentence is a negative sentence and the third sentence will be an interrogative sentence. Please note down three sentences. Question number 1. She has bought apples. Number 2. They have not driven cars. Next. Have you spoken the truth. So kindly read three questions. She has bought apples. This is a positive sentence. This is a negative sentence. They have not driven cars. And this is an interrogative sentence. So I'm keeping either has or have at the beginning of the sentence, and subject comes after that. So similarly, you will be also using the same method when you are answering such questions. Let us start discussion on question number one. If I say that she has bought apples, that means apples is plural. So accordingly, I'm supposed to use have been, because has been is for singular and have been is for plural. So when I say that apples, it is a plural. That's why I will say that apples have been. As I said, as I discussed with you earlier, that you will be given third form in the question because it's a perfect tense. You are already being given third form with either has or have. So you have to decide whether you are going to has been or have been. You will be picking the same verb. That means it's a third form. But apples have been bought by. She will be converted into her. Please note down. He will become him. She will become her. He will become him. She will become her. We will become us. I will become me. They will become them. After that, other than these five subjects, you need not convert such a subject. For example, you will remain you. For example, you have bought an apple. An apple has been bought by you. So you cannot convert you into anything else. So you will remain you. But here I am giving you the idea that you must note down immediately. Here she was given in the question, so it will become her. Apples have been bought by her. Is it clear? Apples have been bought by her. Now, second sentence here is they have not driven cars. Cars is plural, that means cars have not been. Please note down that as and when you are given a negative sentence, your not will become in between has been or have been. So it will become has not been, have not been. Cars have not been driven. Cars have not been driven by them. Cars have not been driven by them. No stands between have and been. Next sentence is an interrogative sentence. So that means has or have been given at the beginning of the sentence. So in a response, you will also be keeping your has or have at the beginning. Now please understand that the truth is a singular. So I will say that has the truth. Has the truth been? Has the truth been? Third form is already being given. Has the truth been spoken by you? As I said earlier, you will remain you. Has the truth been spoken by you? So like you were keeping not in between has been or have been, similarly you will be keeping your subject between has been or have been. The truth was your object in the question and your object becomes subject. That's why I've written has the truth been spoken by you. Is it clear? Done. Now we shall be discussing second tense here. Please note down, second tense that we are going to discuss is past perfect. Past perfect. Here you will be given had plus third form. Here you will be given had plus third form. In the answer you will be writing had been plus third form. Please note down three sentences. I have sold an old car. Next. She has not watered the plants. She has not watered the plants. It's a negative sentence. Next is had you waited for me? Had you waited for me? Okay, so as in when I talk about past perfect, I have made a mistake here. I am supposed to use had. I had. Then only it will become past perfect. Otherwise, If I'm using has or have, that means I'm writing a present perfect. She had not. She had not watered the plants. Now, earlier we were thinking that when you are given either has or have, you have to pick either has or have depending on the subject, because the subject which was earlier your object, that will decide whether it is has been or have been. But in case of had, you are going to write only had been. So you need not think what is whether you have been whether you have been picking a singular subject or plural subject. So in answer you will be writing had been only. In case of negative, had not been. In case of interrogative, had, then subject plus been. Clear? So if I say that I had sold an old car, so the answer will become like this. I had sold an old car. This is your subject. An old car. It's had, so had been. Had will become had been. It's an old car. That means an old car had been. An old car had been sold by. An old car had been sold by me. I will become me. In case of negative, it will become had not been. The plants had not been. The plants had not been watered by her. The plants had not been watered by her. I'm keeping not in between had and been. Then it is had in. This is an interrogative sentence, so had is at the beginning of the sentence. Similarly, for me, that means me is basically my object will become my subject. Me means I means me. And waited for, this is a preposition with verb, so it will remain, it will stay with the verb. So that means had I been waited for by you. Had I been waited for by you. I hope you have understood how to attempt such questions which are based on past perfect. In past perfect, you are given had plus third form, you will be using had been plus third form. Let us discuss third tense in this session. I shall be covering three tenses in this session. Third tense that we have to discuss here is future perfect. You will be given will have or shall have in the question, plus you will be using third form. That will be given to you. Please note down, this is the given part. You will be given either will have plus third form or shall have third form. In the answer, you will be using either will have been or shall have been. But please note down that you will be using only third form. So that means third form is already given. Just you are keeping been. You are writing been there. In case of will happen, or you are making it will happen, or you are making it shall happen. Now let us start the discussion. If you are given such questions in a question or in an examination, how will you answer such questions? Please note down first sentence. She will have washed her clothes. This is a positive sentence. Next, they will have, sorry, we are making it a negative sentence now. They will not have helped us. Next, will you have, will you have sold a car? Will you have sold a car? So you are given now three sentences, one positive, one negative, and one interrogative. So if I say that will have, and here your object is her clothes, I can convert she into her and her into she, but I cannot convert her clothes into she clothes. This will not be an appropriate subject. So this will remain the same. Her clothes. So I have to pick either will happen or shall happen. If I talk about will happen, that means it is for all. But if I say shall happen, it is only for two subjects. Which are these two subjects? I and we. So here it is her clothes, not I, not we. So I can say that her clothes will have been. Her clothes will have been washed. Her clothes will have been washed by her. Her clothes will have been washed by her. So there is nothing wrong if you're using her twice in the same sentence. It is correct grammatically. Next question here is they will not have helped us. So us will become we, and for we can use shall have been. We shall have been, because it is a negative sentence, so you will be writing not here. We shall not have been. We shall not have been. Third form, which is already given to you, helped by them. We shall not have been helped by them. This is the correct answer. If I say that will you have sold a car, the answer will become like this: will a car have been, third form, sold by you. So my dear friends, in this session we discussed present perfect where you are given has or have plus third form. You answered either has been using has been or have been plus third form. In case of past perfect, you were given had plus third form. So in the answer you used had been plus third form. In case of future perfect, you are given either will have or shall have plus third form. So you are converting it into either will have been or shall have been plus third form. Please note down that shall have been will be used only in the case of subject where you are having either we or I. Either we or I. Otherwise, in other subjects, you will be using will have been only. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to meet you soon in the upcoming videos. Thanks a lot.